Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this very pretty V-stitch border. So this is actually very simple to do, easy for beginners as well, because we'll just be using one row of stitches for the border, and it can be used for both circular projects and also for your squares and rectangles. Okay, so this is very simple to do. Here I've just done it for a very simple granny circle. Okay, I've done the V-stitch border, and this is how it would look like if you do it on a circle. And if you do it on your regular granny squares, then this is how it will look like. Okay, here I'm just showing you two options for your corners. So I'll be showing you option number 1 where you have a more rounded corner like so, and option number 2 with a double edging corner. So I'll be showing you how to do them both, so you can choose whichever type of corner you want for your square projects. Okay, so I guess that's it. So let's learn how to do the V-stitch border. I'll be using a 4mm size crochet hook in this tutorial, and I'll be using the yarn corresponding to the size of my hook. You may use whichever crochet hook size is available to you. Just make sure that the yarn you use always corresponds to your hook size. Okay, and also this is the same crochet hook size I used to make my granny square. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to make a slip knot. So you may make your slip knot whichever way you prefer. Okay, if you would like to learn how I made the slip knot, then I will leave a link in the description box below. So if you want to learn that, you may click on the link and review that video and come back to this one. Okay, so once you've made your slip knot, now we are ready to join this yarn to our granny square. Okay, so for this pattern you just need to join your yarn in any of these gap spaces here. Okay, try avoiding the corner spaces for now. Just work into any of these gap spaces on any side of your granny square. So the gap spaces right here. Okay, this one or this one or this one. Okay, so for instance I'll be joining my yarn into this gap space right here. So what you'll be doing is just insert your hook into that gap space like so. Okay, and then grab your yarn, pull through, okay, and pull through again, so sort of like a slip stitch. Okay, so that joins my yarn there. Then all I'm going to do is put my loose end like so that when I work the stitches, my loose end also sort of gets into those stitches and I don't have to worry about sewing it in the end. Okay, so once we've done that, now we're ready to begin our border. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is make a chain of 3. So you're just going to make a chain of 3 like so. Okay, and now this chain 3 is going to act as our first double crochet. Okay, so when I say double crochet, this is the US term. In the UK this will be your treble crochet stitch. All right, so after you chain 3, all you're going to do is work 1 double crochet into that same gap space you're working in. Okay, so right into the same space. So you're just going to yarn over like so, go into that gap space, grab your yarn, pull through, making 3 loops on our hook. Grab your yarn, pull through the first 2 loops, 2 loops on our hook. Grab your yarn, pull through the last 2 loops. Okay, so that is 1 double crochet right there. And then what you're going to do is chain 3 again. So you're going to yarn over, pull through, chain 1, yarn over, pull through, chain 2, yarn over, pull through. So that's chain 3. And then what you're going to do is work 2 more double crochet all into that same gap space that you're working into. Okay, so you're going to do 2 more double crochet stitches. So you're going to yarn over once like so, go into that same gap space, grab your yarn, pull through, 3 loops on our hook. Grab your yarn, pull through the first 2 loops, 2 loops on our hook. Grab your yarn, pull through the last 2 loops. Okay, so that's 1 double crochet, work 1 more double crochet. Okay, so that's it. So that's how we are working our V border stitch. Okay, so this is our V stitch right here. Okay, so all these stitches we worked into the same gap space, so we're just going to repeat that into all these gap spaces. Okay, so once you've done with this, all you're going to do is go straight to the next gap space here and work 2 double crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochet all into the next gap space. Okay, so you're going to yarn over once, go into that gap space, grab your yarn, pull through. Okay, 3 loops on our hook, grab your yarn, pull through the first 2 loops, grab your yarn, pull through the next 2 loops. Okay, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then work 2 more double crochets into that same gap space. So you're going to yarn over once, go into that same gap space, grab your yarn, pull through, grab your yarn, pull through the first 2 loops, grab your yarn, pull through the next 2 loops. Okay, so 1 double crochet and another double crochet. So you're basically working that into every gap space all the way around to make this border. Okay, so we are just working 2 double crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochet in each of the spaces to get this very simple V-stitch border. So I'll just show it to you again. So work 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, okay, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then work another 2 double crochets into that same gap space. 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. Okay, so this is how your border is going to look like. Okay, so we just have 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet in each of these gap spaces. Okay, now when you reach the corner, there are 2 ways of doing this. Okay, I'll suggest to you 2 ways to do your corner gap spaces. Okay, so one way is to, if you want your corners to be sort of the same shape as your traditional granny square, you want it to be rounded like this. Okay, you don't want that edge to be there. Then you can try it. This is option number 1. So what you can do is do 2 double crochet, chain 4 and 2 double crochet for your corner spaces. So what you do is you do 2 double crochet, so 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 4. Okay, so I did a chain 4 and then do 2 double crochet more into that same gap space. Okay, into your same corner gap space you'll be doing another 2 double crochet. So 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. So this is option number 1. If you want your corners to be sort of the same shape as your traditional granny square, so you can do your corners like so. Okay, for a more rounded corner. And there's one more option that I'll just be showing you in a second. So for your second option for your corners, if you want your corners to be having this sort of edging, okay, another option that I can suggest to you is make 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, and again chain 3 and 2 double crochet. So we'll be making 3 sets of 2 double crochet in this gap space. Okay, I'll just show you what I mean by all that. So once you're finished with the gap space before the corner, okay, you're going to straight away go into the corner gap space and make 2 double crochet first. Okay, so make your 2 double crochet, so 1 and 2 double crochet. Okay, and then you're just going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. All right, and then you're going to do 2 double crochet again into that same gap space, corner gap space. So make your 2 double crochet, that's 1, and that's your second double crochet. You're going to again chain 3, so 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and make another 2 double crochet again into the same gap space. Okay, into the same corner gap space. So after you chain 3, you're just going to yarn over once more, go into that space and do 2 more double crochets. So 1 double crochet, and 2 double crochet. Okay, so in this you have your corner like so. Okay, you have this sort of double-edged corner. Okay, so this is the second option for your corner. And for the rest of your gap spaces, you're just going to continue the same way. So you're just going to be doing 2 double crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochet into each of the gap spaces all the way around. Okay, so after you finish your corner, whichever stitch that you prefer, okay, for the corners I've showed you 2 options, right? So you can do whichever one you like. And then for the other gap spaces here onto the sides of your square, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochet. Okay, so I'll just show you the same thing that we did for the beginning. Okay, so 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 3, all right, and 2 more double crochet into that same space. Okay, so 2 double crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochet. So you're just going to repeat that all the way around. So here basically I worked all my way around and I'm in my last corner gap space. Okay, so I'm just going to do the corner as I did for this pattern. I did the option number 1. Okay, so my 2 double crochet, chain 4 and 2 double crochet, and I'll just show you how to end the stitches. So just do my 2 double crochet, okay, so here I finished my last gap space, my last corner gap space, and I've reached the beginning, okay, where I started my border. So what you're going to do is, once you finish your gap space, all you're going to do is make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain. Remember we made a chain 3 in the beginning, right? So this is that chain 3, so 1, 2 and 3. So all you're going to do is insert your hook into the 3rd chain from your base. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Just insert your hook into the 3rd chain, grab your yarn, pull through and pull through again. So just make a slip stitch into that 3rd chain space. Okay, and there we finished our stitches. You're just going to chain 1 and then grab your scissors and cut off the yarn. Just make sure to leave a little bit of the yarn to sew in your ends, and then just cut your yarn and then pull through. So you're just going to pull through like so, tighten your nose and sew in this end. I've just sewed in my ends, and this is the end of this tutorial. So this is how your V-stitch border looks like. It's quite easy to do because we are just doing 1 row of stitches. So I just wanted to show you how the 2 corners look like. So this is the option number 1 I said for a rounded corner. So this is how your square will look like if you did your option number 1. So where we just did 2 double crochet and chain 4 and 2 double crochet, right? So then your corners will look like so. If you did your option number 2 where we tried that double edging, so if you've done that, then your square will look somewhat like this. Okay, so you'll have that double edging effect on your corners. So here what we did was 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, another chain 3 and 2 double crochet, right? So we did 3 sets of 2 double crochet into that same corner space. So then your square will look something like this. Okay, so this is just to show you the difference between option number 1 and option number 2. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please give this video a thumbs up if you could follow it, and leave your comments and suggestions in the comment box below, and I would love to hear from you guys. Have a wonderful day ahead. God bless, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.